An outlier is an extreme value that doesn't fit with the rest of the data. This first question has given us the heights of some plants in centimeters, and we're told the rule, and we will always be told the rule because you can use different ones. So an outlier is a value greater than 1.5 times the interquartile range above the upper quartile, or 1.5 times the interquartile range below the lower quartile. So we need to find the quartiles and find any outliers. So if we cut the data in half, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we cut the data in half. So the median would be 14.5. And then the lower quartile is halfway between the middle ones of the lower set. And the upper quartile is halfway between the middle ones of the upper half of the data. So we've got the lower quartile up at Q1 is 13, and Q3, the upper quartile, is 16. That means the interquartile range is 16 take away 13, that is 3. So we're looking for 1.5 times the interquartile range above the upper quartile, or 1.5 times the interquartile range below the lower quartile. So it's 16 plus 1.5 times 3, or 13 minus 1.5 times 3. So 16 plus 4.5 is 20.5. 13 take away 4.5 is 8.5. So are there any outliers? Yes, 25 is an outlier. Okay, one for you to try. See if you can give it a go. So again, we've got the same rule for an outlier, 1.5 times the interquartile range above the upper quartile, or 1.5 times the interquartile range below the lower quartile. So let's work out the quartiles. So split the data in half. So it's already split in half. We've got a top half and a bottom half. So halfway through the lower half, so Q1 is 15.5. Halfway through the upper half, Q3 is 20.5. That means the interquartile range, 20.5 take away 15.5 is 5. So we want 1.5 times the interquartile range of the upper quartile. So the upper quartile plus 1.5 5s, or the lower quartile take away 1.5 5s. So 20.5 plus 7.5 is 28. 15.5 take away 7.5 is 8. So this time there are 2 outliers, 31 and 35 are outliers. Another question for a data set. The mean is 12 and the variance is 6.8. An outlier is a value which lies plus or minus 2 standard deviations from the mean. Which of these values are outliers? So the standard deviation is the square root of the variance, which is square root 6.8. So we want 12 plus 2 standard deviations, so 2 square root 6.8, or 12 minus 2 standard deviations. So let's find those numbers. 12 plus 2 standard deviations would be 17.2, and 12 minus 2 standard deviations is 6.8. So anything smaller than 6.8 and bigger than 17.2 are outliers. So 6 and 19 are the outliers. And one for you to try. Give it a go. So this time the mean is 45 and the variance is 18. So standard deviation is square root variance. So we want a value plus or minus 1.5 standard deviations from the mean. So it's going to be 45 plus 1.5 square root 18s, or 45 minus 1.5 square root 18s. So let's just type it into the calculator. So we've got 51.4. So anything bigger than 51.4, or anything smaller than 38.6. So which ones are outliers? Just the 52. 52 is an outlier.